Hello. Wait up, this freaking thing. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Much better. Hello. Hey, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is well, obviously. Today I had this sudden realization, or rather, I say, like, an understanding that everything is actually consciousness and not energy. There are like popular opinions that state that everything is energy because matter ultimately, if broken down, converts back into the form of energy, right? But everything is actually consciousness and not energy. Um, Look, you have to ask yourself the fundamental question of why, for instance, right? Electrons, the electron flow in computers, right, within microchips, right, produce computations, right? Like, why does something that we would fundamentally understand as electrical stimuli give out informational outputs? Information is a fundamental basis of consciousness. Um, so that's just something I understood today. Okay, Uh, but the thing I wanted to discuss, I mean, truly discuss, is, well, the state of the human being and where we are today. In the modern day, I feel like we are very far removed from, well, our core humanity. Our core humanity doesn't seem to be a priority to us anymore. We are more focused on our ambitions, on our daily on our daily grind, on our daily, like, hustle, if you will. And we don't really pay attention to what is truly important, which is the core aspect of a human being's soul and what nourishes it, which is good social interactions, good social coherence, community, a sense of belonging, a good sense of belonging, being nice to one another. Since when did we become so far removed from all of this? Families don't behave as families anymore, but rather individuals. And everyone's so focused on their own core interests that we forget that there's others around us, you know what I'm saying? And perhaps we could do something to cheer them up. It's not that we must entirely sacrifice our own dreams, but I promise you this, okay? Giving up something that you cherish to make someone else happy, giving up an instance of your time to go out of your way to help someone else, and the smile and joy that would bring to that person, that is irreplaceable. And that would actually put out good things back out there into the world that resonate back out and ripple away. At the same time, plant a simple seed of altruism and kindness within yourself. We have to start getting back to the fundamentals. We have to start getting back to community. Human beings have lost their core empathy these days. We don't feel for one another. We don't care. It's more about being cool, being perceived as cool than being good, truly good, as your own inner compass will tell you. Because you would know when you are good, because you will internally feel that. And you would also know when you are being bad, because you internally feel that. I mean, there's a huge debate and discussion we can't go into about what is good and what is bad, and the subcategories of the two. But keeping it at the basics, we cannot lose that human aspect. We cannot. We simply cannot afford that. Society is today at its most unhealthy form ever, ever, because we no longer exist as tribes and communities, or rather as core soul lonely individuals pursuing our aimless goals. You know what I'm saying? Our pursuits that are not even our pursuits, that climb up the corporate ladder, which is essentially helping the CEO of the company, the board directors, right, and the shareholders, stakeholders. But you perceive it as something that you want. So you work your ass off, right? And you get to that next position whilst ignoring family, friends, community, your own needs, your own emotional self. And where does that leave you at the end of the day if you really look within? Unhappy. You are left truly unhappy. Trust me, it's not a coincidence that mental health in the Western world is at its worst, and psychiatry as a profession is growing vastly and at like an exponential rate because people need people just talk to these days. And then there is that element of a lack of trust because people believe that stepping on others for some reason. This whole culture that has gradually developed of the hustle, the grind, right? Like I'm a hustler, bang, 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 bang. I got through, but I won. I feel good. No, 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 dude. Trust. That's gonna come and bite you back in the arse. It's a promise. Society will not function correctly and eventually brought down to his own demise and doom if we continue on this path. I promise you this. And this is not a lie. This is truth. We must go back to the core, become good human beings first before doing anything else. Understand the fundamentals, learn the balance. Because society as it stands today is well out of balance. I promise you that. And we need to change. That's it. That is my first chapter, Understandings 1. Peace.